For the past 1 week, for the past 1.5 weeks, I've been thinking about this one question and one question only. Why do some people change? Why did I decide to change? And I was just looking for the why. I was asking ChatGPT, I was asking my friends, and I was just like, why do some people decide to change, but some people don't? Imagine two people in the same exact situation. This guy and this guy. Guy number one, guy number two. Exact situation. Guy number one, he wants to leave the lifestyle he's freaking living. He wants to stop being a loser, while guy number two continuously lives the way he does. I know family members. I have, like older friends that I cut off like years ago. And I'm just like, it's been like 3 years, bro. Like, how come you guys don't want to like change? Like, why don't you want to go like start a business, or why don't you want to like hit the gym and like take self-improvement seriously? Why don't you want to like, just stop living a freaking mediocre life? Why? I'm in the same friend group as all of you guys. How come I decided to leave and change while you guys are not really like changing? I have a few family members and they're just like, all they do is sleep. There's no purpose in their life. All they do literally is sleep, scroll, eat, smoke, and that's it. And I'm just like, how is that life? Or how aren't you like freaking depressed right now? They are depressed actually, but like, how aren't you like doing something about it? Why? Not even how, why? Why aren't you doing something about that lifestyle? Why do you continuously choose to live the same thing? And this is something I'm genuinely just concerned, and I'm genuinely wondering why. I read a few books. Few books. I read some books sometimes, right? And I'm choosing to read more books because whereas books, we need to read books. And I read this one book by Tony Robbins. It's called Awaken the Giant Within. And in this book, he says that the reason why people change is because they are in pain. The reason why you want to change and you're watching this video is because you clearly know there's something freaking wrong with my life. You clearly know that the way I'm living is not the way I should be living. You know that the things I'm doing is not what I should be doing. Maybe you feel like a freaking loser because I felt like one. Maybe you feel insecure because I felt like one. Maybe you feel like failure. I felt like one. Maybe you feel shameful. I felt like one. So this is why I decided to change. A 17, 18-year-old, all I did was play video games. All I did was play video games for 8 hours a day. See, when I say it like that, it doesn't seem that bad. But when I say 8 hours a day, when I say that I got 40s on my test because of it, when I said that I felt like a failure because of it, when I say that I compare myself, and when I compare myself to other people and they're clearly achieving things in life and how much respect they're getting and how much recognition they're getting and how, they're so respected and they're getting so many opportunities, and I secretly, despite saying, oh, I don't like school, secretly I knew that I felt like a freaking failure and I wish I could be in this situation. I wish I could work hard. When I look at myself in the freaking mirror and I saw my body and I saw how freaking ugly I was, how insecure I felt, how I grabbed my love handles because how fat I was, and then I looked at my habits and I ate tubs of ice cream every single freaking, not every day, but I ate tubs of ice cream. I ate junk food. I mixed bread, Nutella, Oreos, everything in one freaking concoction, bro. All I did was just escape my life, escape my pain. I was never seen, valued or heard, or I felt invisible every single freaking day of my life, in school especially. So this is why I decided to change, because I want to finally feel like I'm capable, because I'm shameful for destroying and wasting my life. I want to become a masculine man who's actually capable. I want to feel small. I don't want to feel weak. I don't want to feel freaking timid next to people. I want them to respect me. I want them to treat me like a man. I'm done being a weak little sorry loser feeling invisible. That's the reason why I changed, and you have a specific reason why you changed. Or you want to change. Most of us is because we just want to finally feel like we're moving towards something in life. You realize that the life you've been living has been keeping you weak, depressed, and specifically it's been keeping you broke. It's been keeping you broke and mediocre. And you know that if you continue to live this life, you're going to be broke and freaking mediocre. You want to feel like the main character of your life. That's what I like to say. Okay, cool. That's good for us. How come there's people that don't feel like that? Recently, I got one of my friends on self-improvement. And it's freaking insane. Like, imagine getting a real life friend of yours, and I've been trying this with my other friends that I cut off. I'll make another video about that. I did cut off my main friend group. I cut them off like 2 or 3 years ago. Well, it's been 2 years. And like, I actually got one of my friends on self-improvement. This is freaking crazy. Like, in university. And like, he's actually like trying to do the good habits. And I can see in his eyes that he didn't want to live the life he was living. I saw it in his eyes that like he felt just weak. I saw it in his eyes that he felt like a failure rather. He was getting good grades. He was, smart in school. He was close to his religion as well, which is great. But he still felt like shell of a man. He still felt like he was telling me like, bro, it's been years since I've been to the gym. Like, and then he felt so insecure about his body. He kept calling himself small. And then I spoke to him more and more and more. We got closer and closer and closer. And then I'm realizing like, he freaking hates himself. My friend, his worst enemy is himself. Every single time I speak to him, he's talking bad about himself. He always talks bad about himself. He hates himself. He literally hates himself. He's his worst enemy. He always puts himself down. He's always like, no, bro, I'm a loser. I'm this, I'm that. I can never do this. I can never do that. And I'm just like, why are you going against yourself? He literally wants to stay weak in a way. Because he's like, no, I'm always gonna be a loser. I'm always gonna be like this. I'm never gonna change. And it's so sad to see. Imagine I can't feel that anymore. Because right now, I'm myself, I'm my biggest support. So when I see someone like this, like him, it's hard to imagine how much pain he's going through. The fact that he doesn't like himself. Only he can experience that much pain. So right now, like sometimes he's like, bro, like I'm trying to do the good habits, but like sometimes I don't do them, or like I'm trying to stick to my routine and sometimes I don't do them, and then I give into my temptations. Like I walk across a cookie I see in the freaking kitchen and I eat it. And I feel bad. And that again goes against what he thinks. That only makes his belief. That only makes himself his worser enemy. That only adds more fuel to the freaking fire. And that makes him hate himself more because he gave in to temptations. But he is clearly going through something. But my goal is to reform his mind. My goal is to literally reform his mindset to seek purpose through hard work, to seek purpose through discipline. So right now he's going through something. He's going through a hard time. He gives into temptations, but he wants to improve himself. He has to change his mindset, and he has to be like, bro, like the cookies aren't gonna freaking help me. The games aren't gonna help me. This stuff is keeping me down, and I don't even want to do them anymore. See, when you don't want to do your habits, when you are actively looking for a way to get rid of them, is a sign that you're gonna freaking change. Like that's the big sign, bro. Like when you're actively looking to change, that's when you're gonna change. When you're like, I don't want to play, like when you know that I don't want to play any more video games, when you are not even finding fun through video games anymore, when you're not finding fun through watching corn online, when you're not finding fun through so many different things, it's just clearly not fun to you. That's when you're looking for a change. And I found the answer. It took me 10 minutes, but I found the freaking answer. The answer is fulfillment. Fulfillment, this is the word you need to freaking understand, bro. I know you probably haven't thought of this word. I know you probably think it's something else. It's fulfillment. You see, the reason why people freaking suicide. Do you see, what's his name? Liam Payne? Well, let me search him up real quick. Yeah, so Liam Payne, right? He suicided. Or like, he didn't suicide, but he died. So when you look at his lifestyle, this guy literally has everything that he can freaking want. He has all the money. He has, I think he has a attractive girlfriend. I mean, I don't know. He seems like a freaking famous guy. He has the cars. He has the fame. He has a success. He has whatever the frick he really wants materialistically. He has everything. How come he so chose to overdose himself on drugs, which led him to falling off a freaking balcony in Argentina? Why? This guy has everything you can want. He wasn't fulfilled with his life. It still didn't give him a level of freaking certainty, or it didn't give him anything in his heart. Like he didn't feel anything. You gotta remember this thing, bro. And no one talks about this in a self-improvement space, bro. Everyone's always like, habits. Fulfillment. If you keep chasing temporary things, your happiness is only going to be temporary. And I didn't learn this lesson from self-improvement. I learned it from my own religion. I'm a Muslim. And I learned it from my religion. Because I realized the only way to gain happiness is through something that's gonna last till the day you die. If you keep chasing the wrong things in life, obviously your happiness is going to be temporary. It's common sense. Like for example, I bought this camera, right? When I first got this camera, I was freaking gassed. I was so happy. Obviously, I want a new camera now. Like this camera is $1,000, right? It's okay. It's not that expensive in terms of like freaking camera wise. It's expensive for me right now. But like I want a new camera. Like already I'm like, oh, I need another camera with this lens and I need like more better quality. For example, I don't know, there's everything, like anything. Like I can choose anything. Oh, I can buy a Rolex. Let's say I buy a Rolex, which I will. With God willing, I will. And I buy a sick Rolex, right? I'm like, okay, it's pretty cool Rolex, but I kind of want like the one that's like 3 times more expensive. Why? They're all Rolexes. No, but that one's, and then you're going to try to rationalize it. When you keep chasing things that are temporary, your happiness is going to be temporary. This is why this guy wasn't happy with his life despite having everything. Because everything he had was temporary. You will lose happiness for whatever you buy because that's how life works. You buy a car, sick. Lamborghini, in a month, 2 months, you're going to get used to it and you're going to want another Ferrari. Like the frick, bro. You have a Lamborghini. That's how life is. That's how we are. The same thing goes with the habits you're doing. When you've been just constantly giving in, like we gave into habits like no other freaking guy did. That's the issue. Our friends, they didn't give into habits like we did. They didn't play 9 hours of video games and felt like a failure and failed on all of our tests. Like they didn't do that. They didn't fail on their tests like us. They didn't feel like a loser because of us. They didn't feel insecure. Like they are still chilling with their habits. We hit the rock bottom with the habits and it wasn't fulfilling us anymore. And we realized like this is not fulfilling me. This is not clearly, it's not making me purpose. Like, this is not my purpose. And then this is why you end up deciding to change. You know what will give you purpose? And this is exactly what I want to do with my friend. I want to make him realize that, bro, what's gonna give you fulfillment is something that is earned. It's something that you have to earn. It's something that you have to freaking work hard for, because it takes, remember, when you work hard for something, it's gonna last for longer. When you truly cherish something, like when you work hard for something, you're gonna freaking cherish it. When you're constantly building and it's gonna take you a while to achieve something, that's when you're gonna look forward to it. If you get something instantly, let's just say someone gave you a freaking Lamborghini right now, you're gonna be happy for a couple of days, yeah, sure, and then you're gonna be spoiled. You're not gonna freaking cherish it. That's how life is. But if you freaking earned the Lamborghini, if you worked hard for the Lamborghini and you went days and nights and you were grinding your freaking ass off, like obviously you're gonna go and you're gonna cherish it more. That's how life works. So what I mean by in this entire video is that what will give you fulfillment is hard work. Seek purpose through discipline and God. Seek purpose through God. And that requires discipline. The hard work, me doing this work, I actually look forward to working. Why? Why do I look forward to working? Why do I look forward to going to the gym? Why do I look forward to pushing myself, my body, my mind? Why? Why do I look forward to it? Because I realized that me, the other life that I was living, which was just self-sabotaging, which was just chasing girls that didn't respect me, which was just feminine, like being extremely feminine and weak, that wasn't fulfilling me. That kept me weak and feminine, and I needed to leave. I wanted to change. So now, this life actually gives me fulfillment. This life actually gives me a life to look forward to. This thing gives me happiness, because every single time I sit down to do my work, I think about the amount of people I'm going to help. I think about the movement I'm going to create with the permission of God. I think about how far this channel is going to go. I'm actually building something for real, and I'm seeing it. And more importantly, I'm feeling like I'm capable now. What does that mean? You see, before, I never felt like I was a capable human being. Meaning, like, I never felt accomplished. You're gonna feel accomplished when you do 3 hours of work, which you've never done before. You're gonna feel accomplished when you actually got real work done, and like sitting down on a desk to doing something real. And when you've done your work, that's the happiest feeling. Like, you're like, wow, I actually did something. I'm actually moving. My life is actually moving forward. I'm actually going. I'm getting more mature. That's what you need to focus on. When you go to the gym and you've been following your routine, you've been following your habits, it gives you purpose. It gives you a meaning. It literally, you feel more accomplished. The more this lifestyle can replace the feelings you got from that lifestyle, the more you're gonna want to stay on this lifestyle. So my friend over here, my friend, I want him to look at the bad habits and be like, this is not gonna freaking fulfill me. This is what's been keeping me weak. And I want him to develop a hatred for bad habits. I freaking hate like sugar and stuff like that. I really don't. Like, I really don't eat them. Like, I don't. Obviously, like, nothing's gonna happen. I like ice cream. Like, I like, of course, but like, I'm not trying to be like super like, oh, like, but like, obviously, like, I have a hatred for sugar, or I have a hatred for these bad habits, because it's what kept me mediocre and invisible. So if I do them, it's gonna make me go mediocre and invisible. You see? It's really about choosing who you want to be, because habits, they resemble a type of persona. Okay? Habits just resemble who you are. Meaning, if you're gonna go eat McDonald's, like, that's gonna resemble, like, imagine a guy who eats McDonald's every single day. Like, you're gonna slowly become that guy the more you go to McDonald's, the more you eat McDonald's. Now, if you eat McDonald's once, like, is it gonna change? Is it gonna, like, are you gonna, like, destroy your life? No. But do you need to eat them? No. So all I want to say, this is the reason why some people change and some people don't. And this is the reason why I decided to change. And it was why most of my friends, I guess, didn't change as hard as me. Because they didn't go to the depths. They didn't feel the pain as hard as me. The same thing for you. You feel the pain that other people don't feel. You feel a need to change that other people don't feel. The best way is to commit to this process. The best way is to seek your purpose through God, to become the most disciplined version of yourself, because that's what gives you real-time fulfillment. That's what brings you happiness. That's what actually, like, makes you wake up every single freaking morning, instead of waking up and scrolling your life away because you hate yourself. Instead of waking up and jacking off 3 times before you get out of bed, and you're literally, your pee is like hurting. Do you know how freaking sad that existence is nowadays? And when you look at it like this, imagine the you that wakes up and actually grinds and is killing it in life, versus the you who jacks up 3 times a day and his pee-pee's hurting. Who's gonna win at life, bro? Who's gonna feel more confident? Who's gonna feel like more successful, more accomplished? Bro, obviously the one who wakes up and goes to the gym and like does his work, and you're gonna feel happier doing this than staying as weak and mediocre. Then doing the bad habit. You're going to feel more happy doing the good habits. This is the one message that I really push on this channel. And my main goal on this channel is to help my younger self, like you. I consider you like my younger self. Make the biggest comeback of their life. Like, that's the entire point of this channel, really. Like, I want to help you make the biggest comeback of your life. I want you to feel like you're finally not invisible in front of people. I want you to feel like you're your best self. I want you to feel like the main character of your freaking life. And this is what I call the comeback arc. So if you want to join the comeback arc, if you want to finally change your life, consider subscribing if you're new, because this is a new channel and I really plan on like going crazy on this thing. Other than that, I love you. If you have any questions, DMs, whatever, DM me on Instagram and I'll get back to you because I reply to all my DMs. Other than that, I love you and I'll see you very soon, bro.